Old colors, new colors. Old colors, new colors. Old colors, new colors. Oh, they've got idle. Old colors, new colors. Old colors, new colors. Look, it's all pink. The game is now pink. I mean, hey, there's a big bias here. In this, I am going to be doing both on PC direct comparison, but for the moment, because, you know, I can't have two sets of the Crew 2 running and whatnot, basically, I'm going to be doing a PlayStation and a PC comparison, just because this is PlayStation, the old graphics. I'm going to have to really pay attention right here. The PlayStation old, not graphics, weather, color grading, etc. This is PlayStation, this is PC, the new update. There will be a section in this video where it's a direct comparison, but look with me for now at the new color grading, because although you can see that it's, you know, it's definitely higher quality on PC, one major thing is you can see that the color grading, the game looks a lot more, how do I say, brighter, happy-go-lucky, and this one looks a lot more mooded. I think one thing is that this update looks very mooded in a sense. And I'll give you some time here to look at the trees, because this is a goddamn zooming out on the map. Why do you have to zoom me out so far every time? Oh, okay. So let me move so that stops doing that. And let's look at the trees and stuff in the background, because that's a major thing. Again, I will be doing a PC to PC comparison, so we'll see about that as well. But right here, you can see that the color of the event is just, not the event, sorry, the color of the game is a lot more toned, a lot more mooded, and that's what I guess some people want. It seems to definitely have divided people, because some people are saying that it's just like having a filter over the game, and some people wanted something like that. People said that the Crew 2 looked too basic, it looked too bland, and now this is the response, I suppose, that, you know, the game looked too bland, so now finally they'll go in and they'll actually make it look like a thing, you know, like actually something is going on, and that's this. This is the thing that's going on. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's actually a certain, there's the real pink hours, I believe. If I go here, it's around, yeah, it's around this time. That's where the tone goes like that, pink sky. And if I go here and do the same thing, go into photo mode, and go to the time and weather, I'm gonna have to do this with my own webcam in the way. There you go. Again, you can see that that's the tone that they've added. They've added that hue, the vibrance, the style, I suppose you could say. And let me know what you think of it. I'm gonna be showing more stuff that's been updated, of course, but let me know what you think of this change, of this kind of, you know, instead of going for this, which is a more cookie cutter, basic, works, but cookie cutter, basic look, or do you prefer this, which is more, you know, unique weather, things that do happen in real life, weather types that do happen. This happened for a solid, like, you know, month, 2 months, in the place where I live, where the sky was pink every morning. But it's not something that happens all the time. But instead in the Crew 2, it's gonna happen all the time now. You know, it's every these hours. The 8:30. 8:30 be the real pink hours in the game now, essentially. Let me see if there's any others here. The morning. See now, as the sky bleeding orange. That's the difference, really. Is the difference between just normal tones, and I think, what was it, like 130? And the mooded tone, I suppose. And that's what you can see there, where one is a more simple cookie cutter look at a, you know, a certain weather type. Like the sky in this one, it really is oozing the color. The lamp there in the top looks pretty sick in that light, isolated. But again, it's, do you prefer, let me know in the comments again, do you prefer this, the basic look that, you know, works, it just looks like a video game, and this one, which is more specific, more toned? I want to know. This one's a big one to get your boys' opinions on this. I'm gonna be doing the direct comparison thing, so I guess we'll see what FUZZ meant. You know, I guess we'll see. Now, right here, I did a Harlem West. So now I'm going to put it on the real pink hours, which are 8:30. Okay, there we go. And I guess I'll record this and then do a Harlem West on there, and then also do the same VFX thing and look at it there. Okay, and I guess that's how I'm gonna do it, because then I set them both to the same time and the same camera angle and everything. Clear sky, 8:30, follow cam, Harlem West. Okay, so I guess you'll get a look at the FUZZ as well. I think PC already has. Oh no, FUZZ is new. I think to PC too. Yeah. So okay, so you'll see that too. Everything here. So, and I'll be doing a voiceover. So you know, let's go to that. Here we go, we're in Harlem West. I've got the new footage of the newer version of the game on the right and the old footage on the left. Both of these are on PC. I've also got a footage by SidWaj in case any conniving, dastardly YouTubers come to steal the footage. I was worried about that because it's just raw footage. I do fall behind on the right side a little bit, but the bit where you really notice the new weather and color grading, well, here in the city right now, like, look at the tones and this jump. Get a load of this. It's just so pink. But if you notice the city right here, there's a lot more glare on all the buildings and everything. You can, I guess you can see the shadows a lot more. Now remember, this is the same weather and the same time on both versions of the game here. So, you know, the differences are very, very minute. Both runs, they're obviously done separately, but on different versions of the game. Another thing is vibrance. It's a lot more vibrant on the right, as you can see. I spin out here, and my run on the left starts going a bit terrible. Now, you may notice the reflections. Nothing has changed for the reflections. The reflections are the exact same. It's just because different colors, you can notice them more. And now on the left, I'm going over the jump. You can see blue sky, and on the right, everything is so pink. It's just all so pink. See, it's an interesting thing because it's a cool weather on the right, but that's the real pink hours. That's every 8:30 p.m. Okay, on to the next race where I try and get some orange. And I kind of messed up. See, now first of all, you can barely tell which one's which. The right is definitely the new footage, though. You can see the clouds are a lot softer, and there's a lot more vibrance on the buildings in the background and everything. But you won't really notice it too much. But here, you see that mountain in the background? That's covering the sun. And the sun is what I needed to go from pink to the angry orange sky. The footage after this, I get the angry orange, but I did, unfortunately, mistakenly, miss my opportunity to get the orange, because there's a mountain in the way of LA. How was I supposed to know that? There's definitely a different tone to the game on the right. I'm noticing a bit more yellow. Now, obviously, I do the two extremes. Oh, we're going off the jump here. Wait, give it a minute. There you go. Goes off, and you can see on the right, that's definitely the newer one on the right. But the normal weather, and by the way, that jump there, it looks a lot cooler on this second lap. It's perfectly timed on this second lap. But the tone of normal, because what I've done here is I've gone specifically for the morning, which is 1:30 a.m., which is the orange, the angry orange sky, and the night at sunset, which is the pink, the real pink hours, if you will. But during normal times, so not pink, not orange, the game's a lot more blue. And then I'm getting footage of that, but I mean, I suppose you'll see it when you load on the game, which will be tomorrow, as this comes out a day before the update. But you can see that most definitely it's a lot more blue when you go on the normal times, but throughout the day. But in here, you can see there's a lot more yellow, pink, orange, more vibrant, warmer colors for the sunset. And it's a much more extreme contrast. And here we go off this jump, and you can get a look at this goddamn beautiful view. The clouds are a lot more dull. But yes, now let's go on to the actual orange. I'm back, and the game is orange. We did it. It's like, I love it. It's like POV. You're filming any movie or TV show in Mexico. The sky's obviously slightly pink, again, because, you know, when the sun's obscured, but when you look back, it's definitely pretty orange. You got the two bangers. You got the real pink hours and the angry orange sky. There you go. Look at that beauty. I mean, let me know what you boys think, because it's really... I don't know, it's an interesting thing, because the Crew 2 has always been a really broad game, you know, appeals to a lot of different genres of races, of people, of racing types, of enjoyments, and hobbies, and whatnot. But one big thing that contributes to that was the fact that honestly, I don't know, people, obviously people didn't like it, but the graphics contributed to that. They were basic, they were simple, they were accessible. They weren't graphics that you could look at and be like, ah, they're hideous. Instead, you just look at them and be like, oh, yeah, no, they're... okay, maybe if you really hate boring things, you might have. But this is a lot more niche. I feel like sometimes there's a higher chance that someone will not like that. So, you know, let me know what you think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you hate it? Are you fuming? Are you livid? Is your fist in the air? Is your monitor in the wall? How angry are you? Because now, that's gonna call it for the, for this comparison. The update, I'm really not sure which order I'm gonna release any of this stuff in, so the update might already be out. So, you know, let me know what you think. And enjoy the update. Thank you to Ubisoft for letting me film. As always, thank you to popular members. A special thank you to famous members. It's bye from me in a bit.